Hello everyone, Paul here. Welcome along to my workshop again. This video, hopefully not too long, is not a turning video, but before you do switch off, I do have a couple of important things to say. Firstly, I did mention in my last project video that I was in about 490 odd subscribers, and I've now exceeded the 500, so a big thank you to every one of you who's subscribed. It really is appreciated. With such high numbers that I didn't expect. That's why I try and put so much effort into the videos. I've made the camera mount so that I can try and get different angles and stuff like that to try and make the videos a bit more interesting all the time. So it's because of you that I put so much more effort into it. It's just not a case of just sticking the camera on the work, recording it, cut bits and pieces out and then just upload it. So a big thank you to every single one of you. It is most appreciated. My second thing to say, and which probably you're all aware of at the moment, Steve Twydell from Temple Boy Turnings is doing a project at the moment, or a collaboration, called Make It Matter. I'm not involved, but certainly please do go along, support. I'm going to put links down below to certainly his YouTube channel. There may be I think there's a Facebook page for everything like that as well. Basically, Make It Matter. It's a collaboration between 20 turners. I mean, and the skill level is phenomenal for these turners. The food that I know in there is absolutely unbelievable. They're basically going to be turning characters from Toy Story, and they're going to auction them off for charities around the world. I think it's for children with autistic needs, so it's a really good cause. So like I say, go to the links below, support it. All the YouTubers, I believe, are going to be uploading videos of all the turnings they do. I mean, a couple I can, off the top of my head, I can mention. Obviously Steve Twydell is going to do one himself, Carl Jacobson, Yuval Lahav, I mean, I think Mike Walt, there's loads, there's 20 of them. And then, like I say, they are going to be absolutely immense. Steve Twydell has already posted, he's done a live session where he was making one of the parts of the character he's making. I think he's doing Buzz Lightyear, so these are really going to be good. So please do go along and support. So, like I say, not a turning video, so that's the two important bits out of the way. Last weekend I came out in the workshop and turned 3 or 4 pens. I've got possibly an opportunity to sell a few pens coming up. And what I was doing, I think last time I took a load of pens in at work at Christmas, I had them all wrapped up in a duster or something like that, just to try and protect them while I put them in my rucksack to take to work. And I thought, right, I want to do something that's a bit better, so that I've got something for storing them and transporting them. So during the week, I started last weekend, finished last night, prepped myself a little box. So it took a while. It's just standard pine on the outside, which I'd already got from, I think, when I made my drawer, and I just had to go out and buy some 5mm ply. So I may well stick the foam in on the top. The idea is then you've got foam over the top of your tray, and you can lift that tray out. You can always mount that in the top there, and then there's foam protecting the next tray. And shouldn't need to, but obviously if you want to, you can lift that tray out. I did put some pictures up on Facebook on woodchuckers of this last night, I think it was, after I'd finished it. So, but I will try and put some pictures at the end of the video. So I suppose my turnings for the rest of the weekend, try and fill me other slots for in there. Probably one of my last things, I turned back in, where are we, 2nd of October. I did a project where I turned a wet turn bowl, an oak bowl, and I decided to grab it out. I checked it, I think it was about a fortnight later. It went from 643 grams to 636. I've literally checked it yesterday for the first time since then and had a look at it, and it's looking pretty good. No crack, there's a little possible crack there, which is around a knot. but the rest on there is looking pretty good. Let's just see, out of interest, what it weighs. Wow, big difference, 457 grams. So we've gone from an original 643 to 457. While I was at it yesterday as well, I did get the moisture monitor on it, and I think it ranged from, I think it's something like about 15% up to about 18%. So I may well look at finishing that off in the next few weeks. Again, please let me know what you think. Do I pack this away, leave it for another 2 or 3 months, or should I try and take it down a little bit, or just finish it off totally? Be interested to hear your opinions, especially those who have obviously done a bit of wet turning themselves. But to me, it's warped a slight bit, obviously because of the knot there. You can see the rim has warped a little bit, but I think overall it does look fairly true still. So it's held its shape fairly well. I'm pleased with that. I mean, I'm going to seriously have to have a go at some of my other wood to try and get that out of the way. Right, my last project video, my first attempt at segmented work. I think currently at the moment the video's had over 450 views and constantly going up. I've had some absolutely wonderful comments in return to it. Even out of Pine, I was so pleased at how well it came out. And I was actually quite surprised that I think I've only ever had one comment about the finish really when I use my shellac. I think one person commented it was a strange way for me to apply a finish. So I've not actually had any comments from anybody who's done anything similar. So perhaps it's a bit unique for a piece of lathe work. Again, if anybody out there has done something like that, let me know. I'd certainly be interested to hear what your thoughts are. But I mean, I had to just look at it in the house before I came out, and it's still perfect. It's nice and smooth, really shiny. It's really is an ideal finish. An hour of rubbing that in once every 5 minutes has produced, in my eyes, something really special. So this weekend, like I said, I'm going to carry on with some more pens. I'm probably be looking at doing that in the next 2 or 3 weeks, depending on what people think. Might leave it another couple of months. I still have my bowl blanks from the Christmas presents and that to do. Seriously considering, this is the smallest one, but probably one of the thick ones. It's a Sapili 64mm by 127mm. I'm still considering on that of taking a small section off the top and turning that into a wide but fairly low level box, and maybe just a flat or slightly curved lid, so rather than just turn that out as a basic bowl. So any thoughts on that, what you think, what you'd do, be appreciated. I think, as you know probably from my projects, I like to try and do something a little bit different most times, or certainly put my twist on it, and making that easier. I mean, I've bought a few more bits and pieces over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Finally got myself a thin parting tool from Axminster. Also got another set of jaws. I've got up the top there in a box still, right in the corner there. So I've got to create another mount on the wall for my other set of jaws. eBay this week I bought, other than the odd little bits for the case, I also bought myself a set of digital calipers. The other thing I bought as well, because of the segmented work, I think it was Keith Barrow had mentioned it, I have also bought myself a digital protractor. So I do have another segmented project in mind. It's going to be fairly big, so it's going to be a lot of pieces. I mean, I'm expecting probably maybe well in excess of 100 pieces, maybe a couple of 100 pieces. So at least even chopping with the chop saw, I'm hoping that at least with the digital protractor it's going to just give me that little bit extra accuracy, maybe not precise, but at least it's going to helpfully cut down and on some of the sanding and create that slightly better joint. So if this is your first time here, I usually do regular project videos. I think this is only probably about the second time in all of my videos that I've done just a talk only video. For my existing subscribers, the 500 plus of you, a big thank you again. It is most appreciated. I'd appreciate it if everybody hit the like button, hit the share button, and please, like I say, leave a comment below. Really pleased, obviously, hitting the 500. Interested in, obviously, I mean, I've had nothing but good feedback on the box. Interested on what you think about doing with this. What you think, should I leave that longer? Should I have a go at it? Is it ready to turn down? And also the shellac finish. There's 3 areas, I suppose. And obviously any more feedback really on the way the last 2 or 3 videos have been with the camera settings and stuff like that, so the different locations. So thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I will have another project video up soon, and see you all there. Thanks a lot. Bye.